Hello, hello. Welcome to the first day of the celebration. And happy Valentine's Day to you all. I should really have like an intro message on this thing. But whatever. I am your emotionless mercenary, Vexen. And today we're going to be playing Find Love or Die Trying. Fitting, right? Anyways, obviously English, I can't understand anything else at the moment. Oh, that's so loud. Oh, that's so loud. Nope. Oh my god, that's so loud for me. Preferences. That was so loud for noise. Oh, there's voices in here. Oh, I don't have to really voice, except for when it comes to me. Okay. So, let's do this. Sorry. I go by Ethan. Episode 1. Pilot. Wait. Is there... Hold on. Let me turn off my music. Preferences? Is there volume? Wait, is there voice? No clue. Okay. We're gonna save to the first one. Hey, don't just lie there. Get up. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't sleep through it. Watch me. Oh, so that's how you want to play? It's on. I got bombed. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Oh, did you just hit me? Nah, I just got here. I chased off the person who hit you. You should be thanking me. I'm pretty sure that was you. No, I'm pretty sure that was you. What's that look on your... I've been bonked again. Damn it. Now we're right back where we started. Ow! Rise and shine, sleep. Did you just hit me? Wait, did it just happen? Of course not. There's no way I hit you twice. Anyways, what was your name again? Oh, my name is... I can't remember... No worries. Hello, Zuwad. Welcome to the stream. Also, happy Valentine's Day to you. Whatever you're doing, spending time with another, or just by yourself, it's okay. As long as you're having a good time. I can't remember my name. Wait, what? I swear I didn't even hit you that hard. So you did it! Gotcha. Caught him red-handed. That's not important. Try to remember. If you can't remember anything, we're both going to be in big trouble. Why is that? We can talk about why after. What was your name? It's... Hi Luffy! Welcome to stream. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Or... Happy Maidenless Day. Oh, I can type in my name. Next time. My name is Nexon. My name's Nexon. It's Nexon. Yes, happy Maidenless Day. I can't remember anything else though. Wow, I should try hitting my accountant sometime. Do you remember where we are? What you're doing here? No, I can't remember a single thing. Everything's so foggy. Alright, I can give you the rundown. You're on a reality TV show called Find Love or Die Try. The name of the game. You're on a reality TV show called Find Love or Die Trying. Though, we just call it Find Love for the uninformed. I'm the producer. The name's Cat. Ooh, Cat. No way. Cat B. Cat B. Coincidence. Imposter. Imposter. The premise is that you, oh boy, I don't know my English word. There's let's go search it up. I have no idea how to say the word. Suitor? Suitor? Suitor.
Suitor.
Suitor. Okay, got. Alright. The premise is that you, the suitor, are living with five beautiful women. 5 beautiful women, and one of them is your soulmate. I haven't even met them yet. How do you know one of them is my soulmate? That's just how it is. Welcome to reality TV. You get to know the 2 girls over the next 6 days, over 3 dates with each of them. Then on the 7th day, you have to ask one of them to marry you at the final ceremony. So, this is Vian of Too Hot to Handle. I guess so. Oh, I should have really changed my... hang on. Can I actually do it right now? Hold on. Let me, let my character disappear for a bit. I don't wait, hang on, I didn't save it. Where is it? I think I have to leave Discord, don't I? And this thing would be updated. Hold on. I'll jump back. Now where's me? There I am. Okay. Alright. Anyways. I'm suited up for the occasion. Hey, that seems straightforward enough for me. But straightforward enough to me. Not so fast, partner. The girl you choose will be given a choice, whether or not they accept your proposal. Oh wait, hang on. I just gonna. Thank you, Loki. If you do remember this, this is the avatar, or the drawing, connection for the karaoke thing. Just for those of you that don't know. Anyways, let's get back to the visual novel. If she says yes, you two will get to fade off to the sunset in a gold-plated yacht on the last day. I'm glad you remember, Luffy. Happy ever after, forever. Except without the yacht. It's a loner. If she says no, well, we're going to have to kill... What? What? I mean, I know this is find love or die trying, but I literally have to die if I get rejected. What the? What the? Anyways, thank you, Kat. Thank you for telling me that I have to die if I get rejected. Wait, what? Killed? You're joking, right? Now that's the reaction I wanted to see. Really, you look like I just took a shit in your cereal. What's going on? Who are you? Oh, where are my manners? The name's Damien. Damien Black. I am the CEO of Royal Black Media, the biggest network for the Battle Royale games on the planet. Battle Royale games? Like computer games? You've been living under a rock, stinky ass armpit. Real people are killing each other in this season. What? Well, was in the season. I swear I put in hard and honest work into making the top of the line killing show. And what do I get for it? So we're trying a new kind of killing game, spicing a little romance on top of the people who fart dreams and bake cakes out of rainbows. And that's where you come in. And hey, it's not a bad deal. You might find love, or die, whatever. Just put out a good show. Just put out a good show for me. There's so many voices. There's so many voices. Excuse me, Mr. Black. What is it? We're missing one of the area cameras in the back for the back fields. Well, that's my cue. The intern ain't gonna shoot it himself. Give an L, Kit Kat. You don't you don't need to tell me twice. Look, I don't understand what's going on here, but I'm getting out of here. For starters, I can barely remember my own name, let alone if I already have a partner. And if that's what you're worried about, you didn't. And not for a lack of trying. How would you know that? Cat sighed. Look, you didn't have a choice. Damien will kill you if you try to escape, or if you tell any of the other, or if you tell any of the girls about the truth behind the show. The girls don't know. They have no idea that your life is in danger. They just think it's a regular dating show about finding your soulmate. Gotta find love. If you tell any of them the truth, you won't just get yourself killed. You'll get them killed as well. Oh, could you? I don't make the rules, Nixon. I'm sorry. Really, you're a pretty serious person, Nixon. Most people would be a little happier to hear that they're alone in paradise with 5 beautiful women. What's there to worry about? Oh, the whole getting executed thing if a girl I ask says no. The little bit of not remembering who the hell I am. How about this? I need my show to be successful and run according to plan. And if you want your memories back, and presumably to leave the show alive, that depends on what the memories are. But yes, if you'll be a good suitor for my show, I'll help you get your memories back. Seriously, all you have to do is get to know 5 lonely women and ask one out. I'll be with you every step of the way, off camera. Before you know it, I'm sure you'll have lots of fun. Who knows? You may even fall in love. You wouldn't be the first. But if you survive the whole show, I promise that I'll tell you everything you want to know. Pinky promise. How does that sound? Sounds like a deal. That's the spirit, sugar. Who knows? You might even be thanking me for this one day. We'll see about that. Trust me, I'll make sure that this show would be the best time of your life. It'd be so great that everything after would feel like a disappointment. That's a depressing way to look at it. What if I end up with one of the girls after the show? Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. I can't speak. This is why I don't do visual novels. Let's get started with the show. Follow me. I'll take you to where you'll meet our lovely contestants. Cat grabbed me by the hand and pulled me along. Remember, can't tell anyone the truth about this dating game. No matter what, just smile. Got it? Got it. We stepped out of the bar together. I didn't realize at first, but it was a bar in a small airplane. I guess I must have been flown here. We walked until we saw a mansion in the distance. Wow, it's huge. I can't imagine how expensive this place is. You'd be surprised. Since we're all the way in some forgotten corners of New Asia, the land comes pretty cheap. New Asia. Have you never read the news in the past decade? No, I haven't. To be honest, I don't read the news. I don't like to be caught up with like recent topics. Like 100%. Memory loss? Remember? Right. Well, I sure hope you haven't forgot how to talk to girls. That's the fun part. I don't know how to talk to girls. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wait, what? We're starting already? Not quite. To give the world top tier enjoyment. To protect our ass from the unemployment. To make the world believe in fate and love. We work like slaves for the shield above. We are the Brother Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Prepare to get the set ready. I want to start filming. Yes, I want to. I can't speak. Get the set ready. I want to start filming yesterday. Oh. I guess we're not important enough to finish our intros. Whose idea was it to work in the TV industry anyways? This wouldn't have happened if we had just decided to be accountants. Wait by the mansion doors and thank me later. It's showtime, people. Let's get to work. I walk to the doors. Hey Nixon, can you hear me? Cat voice boomed across the island, though she was nowhere in sight. Cat? I wasn't kidding when I said I'd be with you every step of the way. As long as you're on this island, I'll be able to see you, hear, and even talk to you. Just think of me as a cuter and sexier big brother. I think you meant big sister, but sure. That doesn't sound nearly as good as you think it does. Hey, how else could we film the show? You really want me to meet the love of your life with a camera sticking out of your head? Good point. Anyways, head on into the mansion already and go meet the girls. I recommend checking out the library, the kitchen, the game room, and the backyard. Wink. And the backyard. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. From here on out, the cameras will be rolling. Don't be stupid. I'll see you later, sweet cheeks. Cat out. Alright, I'm finally here. There's only one thing left to do. Open the doors. Anyone home? My eyes were drawn to a girl wearing a white dress, pacing around the lobby. Hey, what's up? Whoa, didn't see you there. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, it's really you, Lexton. That's me. How did you know my name? It hasn't been that long, has it? It's me, you Fushikawa. We went to the same high school way back. Come again? Yeesh, you haven't changed one bit. I was forgetting everything important. These voices, I'm sorry. Wait, calm down. I know how it sounds, but I got amnesia. You expect me to believe that, don't you? You can't lie to your student council president. That's perjury. It's true, really. I wouldn't lie about this. You really can't remember anything? Really, I wouldn't joke about this. Promise. Oh. I can't believe you forgot. On second thought, that may be a good thing. How on earth could it be good to forget everything? You know, moving on from the past is the best way to live, and all that. Everyone has things from high school they rather forget, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. It's good to see you, Nexon. You haven't changed. It feels just like when we used to fool around back then. Fool around? In like a friendly way, sort of way. Pinky promise. It's good to see you too, Yui. What brings you out here? Oh, you know. To be honest, dating apps or shows and all that really aren't my thing. But I saw that you were... What are you making me say? Family friendly. Yeah, I know, right? Family friendly. Besides that, welcome to the mansion. It's ginormous. I'll spare you the embarrassment yourself asking me and show you where my room is. Wait a sec. I haven't cleaned up yet. She rushed off before I can get a word. Somehow, I get the sense that this has happened before. I guess I'll see her later. I should get back to exploring the house. Where do we go next? The library, the kitchen, the game room, or the backyard? Now, this choice kind of reflects on me, doesn't it? But, you know, I really like a girl that can, be chill with gaming, you know? Doesn't make it too big of a deal if, whatever game we're playing, as long as we're having fun. As I walk into the game room, my eyes are drawn to a girl playing on the handheld game device. She looked deep in thoughts as her fingers move and press buttons at lightning speed. Woo! New high score! Shame. Let's give her. I don't know what to. Because I don't want to have a monotone like female voice for each character. Actually, that should be the best idea. Because I'm not gonna remember any of the voice. Okay. How should I? Oh man, it's such a shame I can't submit it. Oh, what's up, dude? Do you know what happened to the internet? What? Ever since I came to this island, I haven't been able to get any signal at all. I'm literally going to die at this rate. You okay? To my followers, they were the best. Nah. What does a person even do in this situation? Are you okay? No worries, Nixon. She'll be fine. Oh, Cat, what's up? We had to turn off all internet to make sure no spoilers for the show get out. There's just a bit over dramatic about it. You'll get used to it. Yo, tell me I'm being over dramatic when you literally sent us back into the Stone Age with games and electricity and other things. But still, I was excited to stream for everybody when I got here. You're a streamer? Yes, sir, that I am. I'm mostly a variety game streamer, but I also stream real life too. And I can't now. Maybe you could just record things and post them later? I guess that's what I have to do. But that's so last year. By the way, what's this whole show about? Wait, what? Honestly, I have no idea what I got into regarding pretty much everything to do with this show. You did even do a little bit of research before you decided to come here? Hey, don't get in my face about this. From what I heard from Kat, you didn't either. Hey, Emilia and doing a little bit of research are totally different. I forgot to do my due diligence, and you forgot your life. Ow, damn. Okay, that hurt. That really hurt. Same deal. It's not the same deal. Anyways. Oh, that's my voice. Anyways, it's a dating show called Find Love. Kate can explain the rules in more details, but it's pretty much what you expect from any generic dating TV show. And my name is Nexon. I'm sure that what? I can't. My name is Nexon. I'm what a cat calls this suitor. Huh? So it's like playing a visual novel. She's aware. She's very aware. She's. I like this girl already. So it's like a visual novel dating game, sim game, except I'm stuck in it. Rather than getting to play it for myself. I guess so. Well, since this is a game, I'm gonna win it. I'm not sure that's the right way to approach dating, but look out, world! Tara's coming, and she always wins. Alright, we're gonna save. Return. Actually, wait. Oh, how do you go? Okay. Oh, well, I mean, it was just dropping us. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's that's funny. I don't see Tara anywhere. Tara ran off with a fairy look in her eyes. I got no idea where she's headed. But who would? I guess there's nothing left to do here. Might as well head on over to let's go to the library. The library was like a library out in movies. Grand, majestic. Nothing like your average library. Which becomes a a certain set after closing time. I really hope there's no like NSFW. I really hope. I mean, in Steam, it says nothing about well, I mean, it says like what? What's the word? not a sexual concept. It's I don't know. So it's like close enough to me NSFW. That's all I'd say. I took a few steps forward and noticed a girl with red hair at the back of the library. She was reading a magazine, or so it seems from first glance. If you crane your head a bit aside, you can see another book hidden behind a magazine. A.B. Testing After Apocalypse. First Day by DB. Hey, what are you reading? Oh, this? Just another elementary. An absolutely fetch truth T-bomb. Yeah, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna. I'm getting myself into. What am I getting myself into? Can you believe that this one celebrity will like date another celebrity? I can't even. It's almost like they're people. I can see what you're actually reading, you know? Oh gosh, that's so embarrassing. Why would that be embarrassing? The book you're actually reading sounds a lot more interesting. Where I come from, people make fun of people who do what I do, I guess. Rizzo has a new outfit? No. What do you mean? I guess so. But hello Ruda. Welcome to the stream. I wouldn't say this is new, but you know, it's actually a new pace of things. If you were there for my karaoke stream, then I did have this. I did have this on. This is quote unquote my idol outfit. You forgot? No, no worries. That was like a couple months ago. So yeah. I have goldfish memories. To them, a library is just a place to film. Oh boy. Film adult stuff after closing time. I'm Scarlet, by the way. You're Nexon, correct? And that's me. It's nice to meet you, Scarlet. It's nice to meet you too, Nexon. I'm curious, so what are you actually reading? Thought you never asked. Here, let me show. Scarlet dropped the magazine and the book behind it on the floor, revealing a second magazine. And oh, this is a light novel. It's a visual novel. It may suggest. That's the word. Sexual content. This is. It may suggest that. Revealing a second magazine. She ran so fast, I didn't even have a chance to say anything more. Yes, the dating game. 2, you know, 5 women. Well, it could be 6 if Cat is in it. Cause you know reasons. Yeah. I mean, I could just probably mute the in-game music. I had it like right here. Or I could just raise it up. I say it right here. Anyway. She ran so fast, I didn't have the chance to say anything anymore. I guess there's not much left to do here. I'll head down to see the kitchen. One, these ribs are well done. Thank you, ma'am. They were supposed to be medium rare. Please make them all before the hour's up. I know we should have just worked out accounting. Now I have an opportunity for you, one. I just bought one of the neighboring islands, and I need someone to balance the books. Please, have that finished by nightfall, and don't forget about the ribs. I take it back. The side dishes are magnificent too. Keep it up, you diligent worker, you. Oh, shucks. You're too kind now. I don't get what you're complaining about, bro. Violet's amazing, and she even volunteered to help us lowly peon. This soup is simply delightful. Good work, 3. Thank you, Violet. Man, she's 100 times better than when 4 boss was around. I couldn't agree more, bro. One, if you insist on taking so long on the meatball, perhaps you will use your meat. Oh my. Just kidding. Though, upon first thought, you never need them anyways, so maybe. She's a savage! Such an angel. Are we even talking about the same person? Hey there. Got a second to chat? Shit, chat. Ugh, I can't speak. Pardon me, I didn't see you there. Just 1 second. I got to clean up the soup that one set on fire earlier. Is that even possible? Anything's possible if you put your mind to it. Evidently, the same is true. If you lack a mind completely. Public education. Just kidding. Hey, that was uncalled for. Actually, we think it's the same about you on a daily basis. I'm sorry, one. I can confirm that. Oshman never had you guys. Apologies for the delay. I'm finished now. I'm Violet. Violet Valentine. That's fitting, considering we are on Valentine's Day. Violet Valentine. The pleasure is yours. Nexton. You already know who I am. I imagine each contestant does. Flying all the way out here for a whole week for a blind date? No one could be that unintelligent. Achoo! I didn't actually sneeze. That was just for the bit. I do hope you're wary of being a satyr. You'll find that courting a lady is a different sport than the other girl. It's true. She's one of the $2 of the Valentine family. They're even richer than the Royal Black Media. Alright, 3. Your cut is paid by 50%. Enjoy your even shittier instant noodles. Is it too late to go back to school? I am, how to say, fascinated. I'd like to see what makes you so special. You look fairly average to me. I guess you'd be in for a surprise, Violet. I do like a definitely explosion. Blast through the kitchen. That spaghetti will be tonight. The spaghetti tonight will be, how to say, a little different. Hope you don't mind.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You're really not putting one on the menu, right? One? Why is there a hole in the ceiling? Looks like they're busy in the kitchen for a while. Decided to head over to you. Thank you for playing that bit. Yeah, one's dead. I'm sorry. So one, you're kind of off. Alright, let's go to the backyard. Wow. Calling this a backyard is like calling what happened to the Titanic a leak. The view goes further than the eye can see. My eyes were quickly drawn to a girl running laps across the field. She's quick. She's getting closer and closer, and she slid to a stop in front of me. What voice do I give her? And no, don't say a country accent because I'm not doing that. Like, how to voice tomboy? Well, I mean, yeah, tomboy. How do I sound tomboyish? I don't know. Go. That's the thing. I don't know how to imitate their voice. I guess. Okay. You know what? Screw it. Howdy, I'm Allie. Nice to meet you. You're Nexon, right? That's... I really don't care. Care for a jog, though? Sure. Sure, that sounds... Alright, let's go! She grabbed my hand and pulled me with her at the breakneck speed. Ah! She's so fast. It takes all I have just to keep pace with her. Even though my face feels nice. Though, for some reason, I feel like I missed this. Actually, I don't think I ever go this fast! Come on, keep it up. We'll have you in tip-top shape in no time, soldier. Whatever. Nice thoughts I had floating in my head were thrown out by my newly assigned drill surgeon. I thought I'd sign up for a dating show, not a fitness show. Alright. I'm starting to hit a comfortable pace. Is that all you got? Allie was waiting in the distance between us with a smile on her face. That doesn't look like a smile. You call this a smile? That's not a smile at all. Call me simple, but I started running as fast as I could. I gained more and more speed as I watched Allie slowly fell behind. Wow, you're running even faster than my dad did when he left. What the? I unconsciously slowed down, my face contorted with shock. In just a single moment, she caught up and quickly surpassed me. I'm kidding, jeez. No need to take everything so serious. Wait. The bastard died before you even got a chance to. Oh, I'm so... Dumpy. I killed him myself. What the The look on your face is hilarious. Don't worry so much, Nexon. I'm kidding. Kidding. Oh, am I felt my heart start to give out less from the running and more from the emotional roller coaster. Hey, it'd be really great if somebody played the emotional. Actually, I don't even think I have that. Do I have that? I should, right? I don't. You know, I'm not really even sure anymore. I don't think I do. Oh. Yeah, I don't. No, I do. I would enjoy your luck. And also, if you're going to, yeah, if you're gonna eat, I hope you have a good dinner, good meal, fill your stomach up. We're just jogging a few minutes later. I'm completely out of breath. That was fun, Nixon. Let's run again sometime. I fell on my knees to catch my breath as I watched as she walked away effortlessly. But you have to be faster than that to keep up with me, Cedar. I laid in the grass, the obese walrus, gasping for air. Is this how I die? I don't think have to be worried about telling Allie the truth. With how hard it is to breathe, I think I'll live, at least for now. I rolled on my back and relaxed for a moment. Alright, enough messing around. If you're on the show, and you're not unpaid grunt, come to the front of the mansion. Guess that includes me. I should start heading over. That includes you, Tara. I can see you playing, you know. You're not the boss of me. What did I got myself into? Okay. Oh boy. Okay. By the time I got there, Kat and the girls were surrounding a blackboard covered with scribbles and math equations. And that's why Nexon is a perfect soulmate for each of you. Sorry. You just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't mean anything. It's like the bullshit math they show on screen in movies. You're late to the party, Nexon. Well, you're just in time for the first alone segment. A home time segment. You can't find your soulmate without having a little alone time together. It's time to pick your first soulmate candidate. One of the two lovely ladies you get to spend time with this week. So, without further ado, who's it going to be? Wait, I have to choose already? I haven't even had the chance to really talk with any of them yet. Don't think of it that way. Think of more of like, well, who do you want to talk to the most right now? I guess. Alright. I like to spend my today alone time with. Very very tough choice. I wonder who I'm gonna pick. Tara. Alright. Cuts out for us. Place these people, you know where to put Tara. Yes, ma'am. Give us a minute to set up the scene. Then, go find her. Oh boy. As I walk closer and closer to Gaming, I can hear people screaming bloody murder. I don't know if this is a female or male voice. But help! You're not going anywhere. Take him. I'm too young to die. I rushed as fast as I could. What kind of brother would sacrifice his own flesh and blood to survive. Life is tough, Buttercup. No! I'll save you, bro. Bro! It's the heroes that die first, you know. Bro! Where was I? Alright. One down, two to go. Get over here. They're playing a fighting video game. Oh, what's up, Nexon? Give me a sec. I got to do a bit of pest control. 2 and 3. Kill him first! Can I hide this? How do I hide? No. Actually, preferences. Help. It's speech. Alright. You lost fair and square. As promised, you guys know what to do. You guys know what you have to do. The butterfly groaned as they put on some kind of futuristic helmet. You're incredible, Terra. You decimated those guys without breaking a sweat. I do make a living doing this, you know. Believe it or not. Though, lately, it's been a little boring. Why's that? It's just same old, you know? Though I do sometimes new in store. If you're down. I'm down for anything. Good. I'm just gonna need you to put on this non-suspicious at all. Non-suspicious at all. Tara pick up the helmet behind the couch and place it on my head. This won't hurt a bit. Don't worry. Wait, why would it? It was like lightning ran through my head. I'm in some kind of forest? Whoa, Nexon, you're here too? Wait, where are we? I want to go home. Oh, stop whining. It's just in a video game. Come on. This is the first time you've seen this happen in fiction. That kind of thing exists though? It's been around for at least 1,000,000 years by now. Give it the times. Last I checked, I never heard anything like this. Alright. So maybe it was some weird kind of device. The wording. So maybe it was some weird kind of weird device I've never seen before. Can you blame me for wanting to try to mess with it? Wait, there's no way this could be a game. It looks too real. I had to admit, I have my doubts too. If they look as if they're really there. Hey, if you want proof, just try walking outside the forest. 2 took a few cautious steps forward, then some more. Oof. He smacked against some kind of invisible wall. There's some kind of invisible wall there. It really is a video game, huh? Actually, that's the wall of the game room. Though, this is... I thought this console would be like a deep dive, sort of virtual reality video game too. But it seems like everything we do here is replicated in the real world. Walk too many steps in a certain way and smack. Doesn't that make this kind of useless? I guess, if you're allergic to fun. The sound of the intercom played through the forest. Hey, can you guys hear me? Cat, we can hear you. What's up? You guys need to log out of that game right now. If you're in a game too long, it'll fry your brain. What? How? Why? Long story short, It's experimental. How to say, game console that we had in storage. No idea how Terra found it though. This show is always trying to find new ways to kill me, isn't it? How much time do we have before I fries your brain? I don't know, maybe a few minutes, maybe several hours. It'll slowly sap your energy the longer you stay there. Just log out already. We don't know how. The firefighter and I look frantically, but there wasn't any way for us to log out. Oh, I don't think you guys can see the log out menu. I think it's admin only kind of thing. If you can see it, Terra, then come on, log us out already. She cackled like a B-movie maniac. Oh, got it. It's family friendly now, huh? Something tells me that she didn't have much sanity to sap in the first place. But it'd be such a shame to leave so soon. Let's play a game first. It just so happened that, as an admin, I can change all your avatars at will. Check this out. Bam! I looked down at my hand, which had now become tiny little white wings. And I looked down at my face, and I have a beak. I become a bird? Oh god, what did she do to us? We're pigeons! Let me out! That's why we'll never become accountants now. We're gonna die here. 5, you need to calm down. I am not gonna read that. The pigeon 5 ran around frantically, like chickens with their heads cut off. I can't blame them. I look out to Terra, who seemed like a giant compared to us now. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I turned you all to birds. I guess you could say that. It's funny, Nixon. Earlier you told me that the whole show was like a dating sim, except that you were in the driving seat. Now the shoe is on the other foot. She cackled again, like a wicked witch. Welcome to Pigeon Dating Sim Battle Royale. You'll have to seduce me if you want to get out of here. With each day that passes, I fear more for humanity's future. And you want us to be pigeons for this? I mean, yeah. The ratio of humans to pigeon visual novel is totally out of whack, man. I figure we should balance that out. I'm trapped with a killer virtual reality game. I'm also trapped in a killer dating show. To make matters worse, I'm also trapped in the body of a pigeon. Now I need to seduce a woman with my avian charm. You can imagine the kind of stress I'm under. Now, seduce me. One by one, the pigeon fired pickup lines at Terra, but to no avail. Come on, move those wings like you mean it. I tried my hands at a few too, but it was clear that they had no effect. I can't imagine that being a pigeon will help in any kind of way. Let's try one more time. How about... Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. I guess we could just save the first one. Who would it make sense? Because it's like, what? No. Let's go for the middle option. With a will to live in all-time low, Oh! The game went dark. A moment later, we're back in the games room. What? We're back, thank God. I have fingers. I can write. I can fill a balance sheet. Oh, just when things, just when it was getting good. Wait, is something burning? The game console has smoke coming out of it. Guess it's toast. What happened? My mind, all foggy. You okay, Tara? I'm gonna take a nap. She jumped on the couch and with seconds was fast asleep. The brother 5 and I decided it would be best to never talk about this again. I stumbled back into my room and plopped into my bed. I was just about to close my eyes when I heard a knock at the door. I shuffled over in a haze. Hey there, Nixon. Sorry to bother you this late. It's alright. What's up, Kat? Don't mind me. Just gonna make myself real comfortable. Kat walked by me and comfortably sat herself on my bed. Oh my god, you have no idea how much better your beds are compared to the staff. You think the only ones actually working here would get treated nicely? I closed the door, then sat facing on the opposite side of the bed. I guess you're not coming to my room at night to start a working shoot. I wonder, what would you want me to come to your room for instead? Oh, very suggestive, I can think of a few things. You think 5 women would be enough to a person? You're incorrigible, Nexton. I mean, Anyways, as the producer, I'm obliged to help you survive until the end of the show. Hello Les, happy Tuesday, happy Valentine's Day to you. Or, happy Matron's Day. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good... I don't know what day, I don't know what time it is for you. Is it morning or is it night? Or is it the afternoon? Should be morning. It's morning for me at least. Like very, very early in the morning. Anyways. Just until the end of the show, I'm heartbroken. Being a babysitter doesn't pay well enough to make a long-time target gig. I'll be checking in with you each night to let you know how you're doing and give you some advice here and there. It's nice of you, Kat. Thank you, Kat. Well, to be honest, finding a new person to take your place would be a recruiting nightmare. Back to the topic. Our audience really loved your date with Tara today. It's too early for you? I mean, playing this on Valentine's Day, you know, pathetic, right? Okay. No, but I'm going to have a great, 3-day celebration. Yeah, 3-day celebration for my birthday. I guess they're all early morning streams because that's mostly what I can do for early streams, or streaming in general. Early morning or late night. Honestly, I got no idea what to say about your date with Tara today. Except, I'm surprised anyone thought it was a good one. Can I really be picky when my life is on the line? I guess not. That said, I'm hoping we can sprinkle a little more drama into the show. More romance, love triangles, less pigeons. So, tomorrow, I want you to find who your other soulmate candidate is and ask them out on a date. Honestly, Can I just be a Terra simp? Let's be a Terra simp for this one. Let's save. You get that would be better for ratings to date somebody else, but I like what I have with Terra so far. I don't want to give her the wrong idea this early on, you know? I understand that, I really do, but really, it's out of our hands. What do you mean? Look. In the paperwork, you're able to do just that. But if you do that, the show rating won't be high enough. Oh, well, it's either the show or I die. And how is that my concern? If the show's rating are good, high enough, they'll just have to act the show before the last day. And it was just shooting if you didn't end up with anyone in the end. If you catch my drift. I get why you wouldn't want to, but that's exactly what the last person in your shoes did. And they're not around to tell you how it went anymore. Alright. Alright. Somebody else tomorrow. Can I at least explain why I have to do this to Terra? You already know the answer to that, Nixon. Would it be good for the ratings? Well, that's pretty much what I need to tell you before tomorrow. It's getting late, and we both got big days tomorrow. How about we call it a night? Sounds good to me. If it's worth anything, I'm sorry. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Nixon. Good night, Cat. She left my room, closing my door behind her. I went back, laying on my bed, and closed my eyes. I kept thinking about Terra before I slept. The sounds of wave crashing against the shore. Hey. I could hear a woman's voice call out within me in a dream. You probably can't hear me in there, but I try to respond, but no words can come out. Nixon, promise me one thing. Don't forget. Don't you dare forget. You promise. Promise are unbreakable, right? That's what you told me? You promised. But you lied, didn't you? Episode 2. The second one. We cook off our morning with a delicious meal made by Valentine. So, tell us more about your dream, Terra. Hey, what does that voice sound like? More like, what? Sundarish? So tell us more about your dream, Terra. I really don't remember much, but I was in a video game and I was getting hit on by a lot of pigeons. How am I supposed to respond to that? What if it's a sign? I'm sorry, what? It was a dream, nothing more. I'll see how Allie had a devilish grin on her face. I think it is a sign, Terra. It's a sign that you should try making video games. The world needs more pigeon dating sims. You're right. There's no time to waste. Terra. Oh my. Are you certain that was a good idea to spur on? Of course. Seriously, what's the worst that could happen? I felt the chill and my spine. Oh, there you are, Nixon. I've been looking for you. It's time to decide who your other soulmate candidate is. You remember what we discussed yesterday, right? How could I forget? It's like I never forgot anything important before, except, well, everything. I saved the stars for whichever poor girl you end up seeing today. Oh, that stings. It'll be between you two soulmate candidates from here on out, so choose wisely. Wait, so if we don't get chosen, what are we supposed to do? Well, for starters, we're in a tropical paradise. Think of it as a vacation. Soulmates are real anyway, so it's not a big deal. They're not real? Oh boy. Nexon, you might want to pick your Nexon, you might want to pick your second soulmate candidate quick. Wait a minute, Cat. Will we split out for the group after today? Nope. Don't worry. You'll still be able to hang out together. And who knows where that will go. Good to know my battle plans will still come in handy. Oh, battle plans. I mean, friendship plans. Good to know that I still get to see my new friends. Yes, sir. So, without any further ado, Nexon, who's the unlucky girl? Today I like to spend time with... This is hard. I'll save this another option. Any, mini, money, mo. Get the tiger by stuff. If you holler, let it go. Wait, I forgot how any, mini, money, mo. Get your tiger by stuff. If you holler, let it go. My mother said that you're not it for the rest of your life. Okay. How did I forget simple childhood things? I don't even know. You know what? I'm just fine. Let's go, Valley. Oh yeah. It'll make it happen. Let's get the cameras rolling, people. We're in for a bumpy ride. Don't be a dear and give us a minute to set the scene. How let Allie talk me into this? I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? Allie grabbed my hand and pulled me towards the slope of the hill. Relax, Nexon. What's the worst that can happen? Well, I can die. Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show that didn't end up for me dead? Don't worry, I got you. Oh shit. I slipped on a rollerblade and pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back on reflex, but all I could do was stand up with the rollerblade. Oh fuck. We started rolling down the hill, faster and faster and faster. Allie was rolling down the hills backward at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Allie laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Allie turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me, without ever having to let go of my hand. Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Oh, that's pretty cute. Now you got the hang of it. You got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? It's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't ever in danger. Have you been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually just learned how to today. What was that? Never be in danger? You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You pick up rollerblade almost as fast as I did. Well, I got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Allie. Shucks, I feel the same way, Nexon. It's great to be around someone willing to go on adventures. The world gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that makes life worth living. I couldn't say it better by himself. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Allie reversed and started skating backward, as if to talk. Oh, what is that? I think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they're started going down a little fun. I'm next and I can't handle a little bump. Ah, help me! Oh, come on. It was a hill. Yeah. I felt a fire lit inside me. Bring it on, Allie. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where we know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyways. If I do a backflip, I'm dead. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jump high into the air and did a 360 rotation. Wait, am I spinning or is the world spinning? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, fuck. No, I won't kill you next time. What? You're going to wish we had. What's this? What the hell? You're up. You okay, Nixon? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Karen and I treated your injuries pretty well if I do say so myself. What happened? You skated backwards. We're defining skating quite literally, huh? How did I get here? I carried you here. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back quickly. Thanks, Allie. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise is that food is quite probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. Dying. For a moment, Allie was wired with shock and terror. I'm just teasing you. The food's delicious. Thanks, Allie. I figure I get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I felt myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. I'm looking forward to our next adventure next time. But promise not to be too stupid again, okay? I'll try my best, but people can't help do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impress is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other of how stupid we're being. Somehow, some way, Allie could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it was nighttime. I was about to enter my room when I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Hey there, Nixon. Got a minute? I want to make Tara and Allie jealous. It'd be good for ratings. Sorry. What? You're no fun. Anyway, she opened the door to my room and walked inside. I followed suit. I got some good news. I'm all ears. Turns out my strategy worked. We got enough rating to avoid early canning. But don't get me wrong. People love it when you and Tara were on the main ship. But no, with Allie as a serious, not with Allie as some serious competition. Let's just say online threads went from optimistic with and unite with downright murderous. Well, I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least. But that'll change quickly if our viewers don't feel like your relationship with both of them are progressing. Cat laughed, then took a seat on my bed. You know, I'm curious how you're feeling about Tara and Allie. Between those two, do you have a favorite? Gaming. I think I have a better connection with Tara right now. Say what you want about her. It's never boring with Tara. I had a feeling you would say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we'll see where things go with her. Something tells me that you'll get a higher chance to hang out with her again. Anyways, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out here. Night, Nexton. Good night, Cat. She left my room, closing the door behind her. I guess it's time to turn in for the night. I see waves crash soundlessly against the shore and dissolve to nothing before they reach my feet. This must be my dream. She's next to me. I can't make out her face or even hear her voice, but I know it's her. The way the pale moonlight dances in her hair is so nostalgic. You look like you've seen a ghost, Nexton. You somehow. I can't see your face, nor hear your voice, but I know it's you. Oh, was that the I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I hear my own voice speaking, as if it was coming through an old cassette. Are you thinking about what's going on back there, man? $10, that is better on this side. Out there, every day is a fight to stay alive. And here, at least there's food, shelter, a place to go home, and most importantly, high speed and unlimited data, or unlimited internet. Should have been data. Internet's better, I think. I reach for a hand and hold it tight. And people that love you. I know. I love you too. I know how I'm lucky to be here, but I still want to see the other side. Why? You want to survive a day out there. Same goes for me. Because it's real. It's real life. Where things happen that aren't planned by some producer. Where living isn't just following a script. I'd do anything just for a taste of it. We've been over this. I know. I'm just so tired of this. What the hell are we doing here, Nexton? I feel the same way as she did. But there's nothing we can do. Not if we value our lives. There's no escaping it from here alive. We're living another day. But what are we living for? I sighed. You really want to see what's on the other side that valley? Yes. I laughed. When she had a look in her eye, I knew there was no convincing her otherwise. Even she had to go alone. So she could see it through. I love her for that. I guess you'll owe me $10 pretty soon. She laughed. You'll be the judge of that. Okay. I think. Hang on. Tomate. Let's go back to the menu. Alright. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you for coming by and sticking with me for this Valentine. Maybe later tonight I'll be doing this. But kinda feeling a bit exhausted. What you call it? Voice acting and all. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. We're actually gonna raid. Let's go raid Connor. I know he's doing stuff. Guys, yes. Go raid with me. See Connie. See how he's doing. He should be playing jackpots right now. Yes. I'll see you all next time. Alright? Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I'll see you all later. Bye bye.